it's not just about ticket prices, it's not just about affordability and accessibility to tickets. It's about the culture of football in this country.
We feel like football fans as a community, both at Manchester City and across the Premier League, and if we're being honest, across the country as well, are being exploited, are being taken advantage of.
The people who make the flags and the banners and sing the songs, all of that kind of stuff, slowly but surely, they're dropping off. They already have dropped off.
If it wasn't for some of the campaigning that's already been done for years, I don't know where we'd be right now.
This is a bit of a fight for the future of football in terms of prices, but also in terms of the culture in this country.
The Stop Exploiting Loyalty campaign for us is a way of sticking up for our fellow fans.
Stop Exploiting Loyalty is a banner I've been seeing appearing all over the place. So could you please explain for anyone who doesn't know, what is it and how did it come about?
So the Stop Exploiting Loyalty campaign, Spirit of Shankly proposed to the Football Supporters Association at the start of the season that there should be a coordinated national campaign around pushing for cheaper ticket prices. The name for it was decided Stop Exploiting Loyalty because that captures a lot of things, not just about tickets. It can be about the fact that a lot of clubs are targeting concessions, getting rid of kids' prices, older people's prices, even disabled tickets, all very grim stuff. And then also as well, lots of other things are captured by it as well. So anyone who is a football fan will know that even if you watch on television, your loyalty is exploited there as well, because you'll need a Sky package, you'll need a TNT package, you'll need an Amazon package. And then when you do go to the match, of course, you've got to pay for overinflated food, overinflated drink, etc. and so on. You know, it goes on. Or if you travel abroad, the airline will put the prices up, the hotels will put the... Everywhere you turn, if you're a football fan, your loyalty is exploited. So
back at the Football Supporters Association annual general meeting back in last summer 2024 at Wembley, we all discussed what should we do with this campaign. It needs a campaign, ticket pricing needs a campaign. It wasn't even called Stop Exploiting Loyalty at that point. And so that was last July. Ever since then, we've all been talking. I think fans across the country have been talking in a way that has never been done before. As
you say, you've seen the banner everywhere. It's been at every Premier League ground this season. And what we've seen is lots of fans who are ordinarily rivals coming together before games to hold up the banner, to get pictures, to talk to people on the ground about what we're doing and why we're doing it, and getting stuff in the media as well. So one of the most successful days for us was Liverpool were playing Manchester City at Anfield, Everton were playing Manchester United at Old Trafford. Traditionally there, lots of rivalry going on there, but we all came together on that day. So we held a banner with City, Man United held a banner with Everton. We got lots of media down there, Granada Report, Sky Sports, radio, newspapers, etc. Got loads of coverage around it.
I held it across the away divide for about 15 minutes before kick-off, all throughout You'll Never Walk Alone and everything, which I think was a massive display of protest. Considering City and Liverpool has probably been the biggest rivalry in this country for the past 5 years or so. For City and Liverpool fans to be united and to hold that banner, like I say, it wasn't up for 60 seconds, it was up for 15 solid minutes. Before, at that time, we didn't know we were out of the league, we didn't know we were out of the title race. So for us to do that was a really, really massive show of strength, and I think it says so much about how this campaign and the strength of feeling transcends tribalism, transcends club loyalties, because we're looking out for our future generations, and we all want to still be there in the stadium slagging each other off in 10, 20 years.
We're in Liverpool right now. You know, you've got the Kop here, you've got the Gladys Street here, albeit only for one more season, and then, you know, Everton are moving. But the point being that you've got passionate areas of our football grounds in Liverpool, in Manchester, in Newcastle, in Birmingham, wherever it might be. And I think slowly but surely, if they keep putting the ticket prices up, we're going to lose that, because people will be priced out. So the people who make the flags and the banners and sing the songs, all of that kind of stuff, slowly but surely, they're dropping off. They already have dropped off. Loads of people I know can't afford it anymore and don't go. Every time you put the prices up, more people are priced out.
The primary school that I went to in South Manchester, 8 or 9 families in my year group used to go to Main Road and then the Etihad. We're like, I think it's us and one lad left. We're like the last family left from my primary school who still go to the games, because everyone's already been priced out. This is not a thing that's coming, this has already happened. You could argue we're already 10 years too late for this. because we're season ticket holders. If you want to buy a single match day ticket at City, today we're here before Brighton. You could argue it's not the most glamorous fixture, it's not Liverpool, United, Arsenal, whatever. £61 is the cheapest ticket in the stadium for today. That's absolutely disgusting.
Look, I know people that still go to Anfield and basically go to the pub so that they can see the friends that they used to go to the match with, but they don't actually set foot inside the ground anymore because they can't afford to. And how sad is that? How incredibly sad is that? Because their lives has been watching Liverpool home and away, being on coaches, being in the pub, knowing a certain group of people. But because they financially are priced out now and can't continue to go to the game, their only way to see those people is to still go to the pub, turn up on match day. But then they're in the pub watching the game while the game is taking place 100 yards down the road. So I think that is sad. And again, you know, they should value the community they're in. Liverpool Football Club is in Liverpool. It's in Anfield, it's in L4, and it should be a part of that community and recognise the community it's in. It should not just be for rich people to come in from outside, spend the money and go home again. If you can see Anfield through your curtains in Anfield and you live there, you should be able to go there.
Average wages in Manchester are around £11 something an hour. Minimum wage, and the average age is in the northwest, especially, is the average wage is atrocious. You're talking a day's work to come to a football game. It's absolutely disgusting, and it's not right. It's not what football is meant to be about. Football clubs were founded by the community, for the community. City were founded in 1880 as a church initiative to get Victorian gang members off the street. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, it was a positive community effort. We are so far away from that now. It's quite upsetting, I'll be honest.
If you want the grounds to be passionate, colourful, noisy, all the rest of it, stop pricing us out then. It's as simple as that. And so that's something I think fans of all ages should be getting behind, because I mentioned earlier, some clubs are starting to attack concessions, they're taking them away. Manchester United, as an example, this season, in the middle of the season, said any tickets coming available for Old Trafford, £66. Doesn't matter if you're a teenager, doesn't matter if you're a senior citizen, doesn't matter what you are, £66. And they just clicked the fingers and did that. They didn't consult with supporters, they didn't speak to their representatives, they just did it. And so that to me is a really worrying thing to do, and a worrying trend across the league we've seen with prices going up.
I try not to think too much about where we're going, because it's just, it's not nice, and nobody wants to be doing this. I'll be honest, we don't want to be doing the food bank on our bloody our weekends. It's our free time. I don't want to be campaigning about ticket prices, but I would actually like to be able to go to the stadium with my family, see my family, if I have kids or nieces and nephews, take them to the game. It's running away from us, and we need to keep it with the communities that founded it in the first place.
I think what goes amiss sometimes with some of the owners, we've got 11 sets of individual owners, if you like, across the league now that are American, and I've got nothing against the American people. I've been to America with the Anfield Wrap, I've done live shows in America. I understand that there's lots of people out there who are passionate about the Premier League, English football, Liverpool, etc. But the people who own the clubs, I think there needs to be a healthy suspicion of them, because if you look at how sports are run in America, it's a very capitalist system. The prices are through the roof compared to what they are here. It's even worse there, basically. And I think they think we can copy that model. And as they get more and more power in the Premier League, so as I said before, 11 clubs are currently in American hands. If they get to 14, they've got the majority vote in the Premier League. That's the way their voting system works. So you could get, you can go to whatever extremes you want with this. They could vote to scrap relegation. They could just say the Premier League's the Premier League and that's it, and it's a closed shop. That's what they tried to do with the European Super League proposal. So I don't think a lot of those people that are running the clubs at the very top understand the culture here.
The Co-op Live, it's now the biggest multi-purpose arena in Europe that's just behind City Stadium. They're in discussions now about bringing the NBA over to have a basketball game in there, and I think City are going to be behind a team. And it's like you can just see it all links hand in hand: hospitality, corporate, luxury, all this sort of thing. They want us to be. They would, if it wasn't for movements, campaigns, and supporter action like ours and others across the country, we'd already be long gone, absolutely long gone.
it isn't just about you know, turning up, going the match, going home again. There's people here in this city and elsewhere who live football. You know, this is everything for them. This is their social lives. It's where they see their friends. It's where they put their passion. The first thing they wake up in the morning, they think about football. The last thing at night, they think about football. It's not a leisure activity. It's not like going to the theatre. It's not like going to the cinema. They pour everything they've got into supporting these clubs. And again, I think that's something that they should be valuing and not threatening. And it shouldn't just be for the richest fans. And I think young people should engage with that and should get involved, because if they're not priced out, their sons and daughters might be priced out. So this is a bit of a fight for the future of football in terms of prices, but also in terms of the culture in this country, because I think we've got the most passionate league in the world, and that's branded up and it's packaged and it's sold on TV around the world, and they charge billions of pounds for it, by the way. So the latest TV deals were £12.25 billion. So why do they have to come back to us and put our ticket prices up?
They have never needed ticketing income less. Matchday revenue has never meant so little to them. City, with the profits that we made last year, could have made every single ticket zero. They could have given tickets away for free for every game and they'd have still made a profit. At a bare minimum, we need to see price freezes, and some clubs like Liverpool, Leicester just yesterday, Spurs, West Ham, Brentford and Wolves at the moment have all frozen adult season tickets. But if we're being serious, we need to call for a reduction. We actually need to start seeing prices come down. Spirit of Shankly put out some stats earlier in the season that the price of a ticket on the Cop in 1992 has gone up to by 800%. Again, wages haven't gone anywhere near that. It just is not needed. It just is not needed. We need to see reductions. Price freezes are an absolute bare minimum.
You know, anyone anywhere can have a good idea about how we can make all of these things better. So join Spirit of Shankly, that's £10 a year. Join the Football Supporters Association, which is free. And just get involved. You can write to your MP, you can write to your club, all the kind of things we do. Anyone can do those things. And you know, I think the more people that point out the issues with continually putting prices up, the more we're likely to be listened to.